Hello, friends. Good afternoon. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Equity Trader. So, since this is my first video, first of all, I would like to thank you for watching this video. It means a lot to me. And I quickly wanted to brief you what this channel is all about. So, I have been trading for a few months now, and of late, I have noticed that most of the trading channels that I've seen on YouTube, they are doing great work, and I have learned personally a lot from them. But at the end of the day, following these YouTubers, they have always kind of given me that FOMO with their huge P&Ls and earning in lakhs and thousands per day. And being a beginner with limited capital, I couldn't relate to any of the channels that is there. And again, there's no one from whom I can seek inspiration from because of their trading journey. Because everyone, when they start a YouTube channel, they have already reached a certain level, or they are either faking it. So I wanted to start something like I wanted to create a community through YouTube for new traders who are just starting out, who don't have a lot of capital in hand, and they want to start their journey with me. So that is the whole agenda, and let's begin. So how I typically pick up stocks in the morning is by going to NSE India website, looking at the pre-market data of what's happening, and I pick up the first 2 3 stocks from here, and also I pick up a few stocks which are at the bottom. So HCL Tech will be on my radar from here, and apart from that, Motherson Sumi Exide India is going to be on my radar to watch out for today, because typically the stocks which are in the first 2 3 on either side, they give maximum engagement. So let's jump to how I traded today and what all scripts I traded today, and eventually as the day progresses, I keep on monitoring the top stocks in FNO. So I traded 4 stocks today, so I'm just going to summarize all my trades for the day. So Motherson Sumi, how I traded it was, in the morning I plotted these levels. So if you can see on 1 minute chart, on 15 it opened gap up, and then it gave a quick rejection in the morning, and it breached the day's low, and I traded it as per confirmation on a 3 minute time frame. After it gave a closing in 3 minute time frame, I entered here, and this was my target, and this candle was my stop loss. However, this totally did not go in my favor. I have exited this trade in like 12 within 9 to 12 minutes of entering it, so it reversed very quickly. Actually, before that, I entered this particular trade, which was Chola Finance. So basically, the reason why I entered this trade was, if you look carefully, yesterday it went through a huge period of contraction. There was massive consolidation happening today. It opened gap up, and it gave a very sharp momentum in the first 2 minutes, but then it consolidated here for a few seconds, for a few minutes, and after that it gave a quick and nice breakout. So this is where I entered. I put a limit order here and waited for the stocks to be filled, and it gave a very quick and very rapid momentum initially, but then suddenly, because typically I trade only when the price is trading closer to its 20 moving average on 3 minute time frame, or close to 10 moving average on 5 minute time frame. So I waited and waited till it retraced, and it gave an upward momentum here, but then couldn't sustain, went back, then finally went up again, and then came close to cost again. Finally, it took a good support here on 3 minute time frame from its 20 moving average. And even if I look at the smaller time frame, bigger time frame, it took support from 10 moving average on 5 minute time frame. And if you look carefully, it also gave a breakout on this trend line, and within no time it achieved the target. So this was my second trade for the day, and my third trade for today was on Tata Motors. So Tata Motors actually was a miss for me, because I would most likely have achieved the target here, but unfortunately, when I took the trade, it was around here, because it went on rapidly in the morning session. Then it cooled down a bit, and I took my entry somewhere close to this. Again, I broke a rule which I typically believe in, which is trade closer to the moving averages. You'll know why it helps, because you see the momentum ever since it has broken out of this zone, it has not tested this area again, but it was falling sharply, and at that point of time I saw the Nifty auto index also gave me a close below this, which due to which I exited from this trade. But had I not exited from the trade, this might as well have been a winning trade, and especially at 1:1.5, it would have given me, that is the risk reward ratio I usually follow. So again, this was the miss for me today. I exited at a loss. And I'll come to my PNL in a bit, because I typically risk around 200 rupees per trade, and my based on my risk to reward ratio of 1:1.5, my take home profit is 1.5. My currently I take around 4 trades in a day, so you can see my maximum loss in a day is capped to about 800 rupees, and my maximum profit would be around 1200 rupees. So now coming to the next trade that I took, it was on Infosys. The reason why I took this trade was, if you look carefully, it gave me a closing above the day's high, a strong closing along with a volume confirmation at the back on this particular candle. Wasn't on the breakout candle, but since there was a volume spike before, I thought it would be a good idea. It went on in my favor for a bit again, but eventually it did not sustain the breakout, and it reversed drastically from there. One trade that I regret not taking, or I missed actually, because I was focusing on my other trades, which was Exide India. If you look at it, it was a very clear and a very good trade. I had my levels marked on above and below which I wanted to take this trade. However, I forgot to put an alert, due to which otherwise my ideal trade here would have been to enter here because of a strong closing on the back of good volumes. Stop loss will be below the day's low, because you can see it's under 1%, so that's very well under the risk appetite. And 1.5 again would have been my risk to reward ratio, which was achieved fairly comfortably if you look at it. So yeah, this was a trade that I should have taken today, but I couldn't. So yeah, that is about it. The other trade which was there in my eye was Granule. I couldn't enter here because the morning session, the fall was so rapid that it did not give any opportunity to enter. And yeah, that's that. Similarly with Vedanta, again I wanted to enter in the morning, but again because of the big candle I avoided this. So yeah, that is all for today. Now I'm coming to my PNL content. So like I said that on Chola Finance I made a profit of 300 rupees. On Infi, because I trailed my stop losses, I restricted it to 129. Tata Motors I exited manually because of fear, so this could have been a winning trade, but right now it's a loss and I have to accept it. And Motherson Sumi, like I said, it quickly went on to hit the stop loss and there was a little bit slippage. So yeah, so overall I ended the day with 100 rupees loss. So I'll see you tomorrow and we'll see what stocks we trade tomorrow. And thank you for watching the video today. I hope you liked it. I hope you're trying to understand what I'm trying to build, the community I'm trying to build, and do subscribe to the channel if you like the content and if you want to see more of such videos. I would eventually want to try and move to a live video format. Right now, since I'm still learning YouTube and editing, I wanted to do it all in one go so that it's just more effective for me. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.